Okay? So, a lot of us don't want to normalize conversations about periods with children because we're not comfortable with the information ourselves, and I get that. We were not taught to be comfortable about these kind of things, but this is something that we can fix. You can fix it by educating yourself on the subject. You can fix it by exposing your own self to the uncomfortable conversations that you don't like to have, and become comfortable with those conversations, because whenever you can talk about it comfortably, you give that confidence to your child when they come to you, and then you give them that reassurance that not only are you going to listen to them, that you have information that can actually help them and help to clarify the things that they want to know about. Okay? So some of us are hesitant to have the conversation simply because we're not comfortable ourselves. Yes, this is the reason why I wrote this book. It's my body, period. I wrote this book in a pretty short period of time, but I wrote it because when I was going through my period, when I was discovering my body, when I was going through puberty and all those kind of things, I would have really appreciated this book. And I wrote it with 11-year-old me in mind. And it's very comprehensive. It has all the information that you need. It talks about, there's a whole chapter. It tells the first period story. Young girl first period story. As you can see, it's beautifully illustrated. So it tells you a story of this little girl. Her name is Shelly, 11-year-old me, who's experiencing period for the first time. So you're learning about period as she's learning about it. And as you can see, it goes through the actual menstrual cycle. It tells you what the cycle is. It tells you the different phases of the menstrual cycle. It tells you all of that. There's also a whole chapter about products, right? And when you get into this chapter, it gives you all the products. You get reusable pads, you get disposable pads, you get menstrual cups, even with instructions on how to use them. You get the reusable underwear, the disposable underwear. So there's a whole chapters on product. This chapter, parents, you might be interested in, talks about how you can have the talk, the first talk, because it's a series of conversation. It's not just one talk. And then it shows you, it tells you about her and her friends and how their period experience compares to hers. So you're not just hearing about her story alone. There's a whole section here about periods and pain. I wrote the whole chapter about periods and pain just because periods are painful for some persons, but it does not have to be. You're not really supposed to have painful periods. Which brings me to this other chapter, healthy periods. And so it talks about what to expect, what a healthy period is, what is normal, what is not normal, what should you be concerned about, what symptoms you should look at. Talk about PMS symptoms, right? And there are different things that you can look at as well. Also addresses PMDD. People ask me about PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder. I'm going to actually do a whole show about the PMDD, but just for your information, it's also here in the book. It talks about treatment as well, treatment for PMDD. And for those who don't know what PMDD is, really, it's very severe, sometimes debilitating symptoms that is like PMS on steroids. Usually when people suffer from PMDD, they have a difficulty even just functioning. They can't move. They're in so much pain. And I'm not just talking about physical pain. They get all of the headaches, all of the bloating, all of those things same way. But it comes also with a lot of anxiety and depression and feelings of hopelessness, and it's really, 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 difficult, and it really does help if you can differentiate and recognize it, because there are things that you can do to get some relief. Also talk about period party. Now, I would like to make period party a very big part of a little girl's life, a very big part of all of our lives, because a period party is an opportunity for us to pass on the knowledge that we have to the next generation. So, when you have a period party for a little girl who's experiencing her period for the first time, and all the women in her life get together and share their own experience with periods with her, it helps to open up the whole conversation about period, and it also helps her not to be so scared about her experience. It helps her not to be so it really does make a difference in how she approaches her period journey.